and they think that it happened.
These are the drink the Kool-Aid people, is what you're saying.
Who are the drink the Kool-Aid people?
You have no, you know what I mean? Never heard that saying?
Well,
From
drink the
the
Kool-Aid comes from what was his name? The Jamestown guy.
Yeah.
He basically tells all of his followers that he's the new Messiah, and that they're going to accomplish something by killing themselves.
Exactly.
Right? So it's like a self-sacrifice in the name of accomplishing some goal.
Yeah. So that's a cult, basically. He has a cult following. And what you're saying, the whole other thing that atheism is making people more vulnerable to joining those followings and more vulnerable to drinking the Kool-Aid. That's why I said that.
Yeah. Now,
to unpack everything you said.
So when you look at the life of an individual who goes through this process, usually a lot of them, either the overwhelming majority of them, because Christianity is still the foundation of actually any sane operation of anything that happens here, whether people want to admit it or not. So these kids, they grow up, their parents take them to church. They make the attempt to instill the faith in them. They take them through the sacraments if they're not, Bible only Protestants who just don't, for whatever reason, they don't go along the meaning behind the sacraments. They throw most of it away and say, well, that's just a bunch of made up stuff. Even we don't have to go any further with that.
Yeah, let's bring it back into Kamala.
So you have this environment that's completely propagandized by the people who are trying to set the traps. And the more materialistic it gets, the less actually the thought capacity is dedicated to concepts of faith and morality and duty and these kinds of things. And so these kids, they grow up in gadget land, and their parents rely on an iPad to be a babysitter 90% of the time. You get a general sense of dissatisfaction with comparing yourself to other people, and then who's got the bigger pile of stuff, who has the newest thing,
who takes the bigger shit.
And it's the most it is like the most lifeless approach to interacting with the world in general, right? It's like I just make all of these comparisons with other people, and then just I need more, and it's always more and more. I need more of this. I need more stuff. I need more money. You need to spend more time on me.
Yep.
I need more people paying attention to me. I need more followers. I need more screen time. It's always more and nothing. It doesn't matter how much of anything you give to them. It doesn't help, because the only thing that helps is what they threw away out of dissatisfaction. And because there are so many proponents who are so loud and so widely distributed, telling everybody this God stuff is a bunch of nonsense. Well, the atheist worldview becomes very attractive.
So how does this tie into point 2 for Kamala?
That's their whole agenda. And the best part is that one of their key principles is the enjoyment of getting away with fooling people. And one of their other precepts is that if you try to carry something out against people in complete secret, you don't really get any power from it. You need to in some way inform them of what you're doing to them in order for it to accomplish the supernatural energy extraction that you're looking for. And that's why they establish all of these global think tanks and these program bodies, because what they do is they go and get their mind bender psychologists and propagandists to generate all of this nonsense material, and then they formalize it in these white papers to basically tell you our plan is to turn you into a dumb bot who eats bugs and lives in a box. And we may sprinkle, a pile of sexual degeneracy on top of that in order to keep your brain cycling through your next orgasm as we treat you as a thing in a box that eats bugs.
So what you're saying is the overlords are writing their own narratives and script, putting it in scholar books.
Scholarship is huge with this garbage.
Teaching these kids that are going to college, going through school, that this is a correct way. So just being born, you're fucked.
No,
You're
not
in the trapped.
no. God is there. God's got his plan.